Hi everyone, Janie here. So I wanted to tell you I belong to a Facebook group called Seasonal Swaps and Cards. And this month, one of the swaps is corner bookmarks. And I had never heard of them before, never seen them, and obviously never made them. But I checked into them, watched some videos, and found out that they're not that hard to make and they're really awesome. And they make great little gifts. And so that's what I want to do today is show you how to make them just in case you didn't know how. And let me share some with you really quick here. This is a little one, but my daughter absolutely loves this one. And this one is bigger. Isn't that one just precious? I love that one. That's probably my favorite. And I made this one. And let me show you how they work, just in case you don't know, because I didn't know. I actually had to be shown. So let me find a page here in a book. And I'll start with the little one. And let me see if I can get this in the camera here. But it just slides right on the page like that. So there it is, marking your spot. And I like the little ribbons on there. That's what I put on mine because it makes it easy to find and easy to take off when you get to your spot. So that's how they work. Here, I'll do one of the bigger ones also. So let's slide one of those on. Let me show that one to you as well. See, they just fit right there on the corner. Your book is closed, and then you can find it, especially with the ribbon. So all of them I put the ribbons on them, but you don't have to. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to head over to my craft table, and I'm going to show you how to make a couple of different styles so that you can start making your own. Even though these are all easy, I'm going to start off showing you the easiest one. Now, this one I made using a 3-inch square. But what I'm going to show you today is using a 4-inch square. Okay, now this is what we have. All right, now we're going to take those outside corners again and we're going to fold them up and we're going to tuck them inside. Now what I found makes this easiest, at least for me, is I actually fold this one back down to the corner like that, just because it gives it that crease, which will then make it easy to crease the other direction. We're going to tuck it inside. I'm trying to get my fingers out of your way, but we're tucking it inside. So it looks like that. Okay, same thing on this side. We're going to have to tuck that in. So like I said, it's easy for me if I fold that back. Real similar to what we had done earlier. So I fold it back, and then that makes it easier to see if I can get this so you can see it. We're tucking it inside. Okay, so that's the one side, and this is the other side. This is the part that's going to slip over the page. But now, like I said, you could use a bone folder, but anyways, now we're going to cover this up. And the way you do that is you measure that edge, actually any edge of the square, you measure it. And when you're using a 4-inch square, that turns out to be 2 inches. Not to confuse you, but if you were doing a 3-inch square like this one, that turns out to be 1.5 inches. So we're going to need to make a square that is 2 inches by 2 inches. And that is what I've done right here. And now we're going to cut that in half, just straight across. And let me go get my cutter that I didn't bring with me. There we go. So that was the easiest one to make. There was not a lot of measuring going on, just a bunch of folds. Goes together pretty easy. And if you want, you can play this back and look at it again, stop it when you need to. I'm one of those people that has to do that. There you go. So that's that one. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make this really pretty one. And what I used to make that was a 3-inch square of double-sided paper, and then a 2-inch square of matching double-sided paper that you're going to cut in half to create the triangle. And then for the front, I used a 2 1/4 inch square, and I used my Martha Stewart corner punch to do the corners. And then I stamped on a Bible verse that came out of my Close to My Heart set, and it's called Look to the Light, and I absolutely love it. It has a variety of inspirational Bible verses in it. I thought it was just perfect for this. And you're going to need 2 pieces of ribbon, and you can just measure around with your ribbon to make sure that it's going to be the right size to fit all the way around. And it just so happens that turned out to be the same length that I'm using for the one on the top. Okay, so the way this one works is you're going to turn it over to the back side, and you're going to mark the center point on 3 sides. And since this is a 3-inch square, the center point will be at 1.5 inches. And since this is the back, it's really not going to be noticeable, but you can always erase it. But I'm going to use a pencil to put my little marks on here. So 1.5. And 1.5. Make sure that you can see them. Okay, and what I do, we're going to be making this fold, and what I do to make that fold is I take the edge of my ruler and I line it up with each of those marks so that we have our little corner here. And then I just fold that up to the ruler and crease it just like that, and that gives you that fold that you need right there. You open that up and do the same thing with the other 2 lines. Just line it up on that side. Okay, and again, just fold up that side. And they should fold together perfectly, just like that. So that is your back. And if you feel that you didn't get it exactly centered the way you think it should, you can just wiggle it around a little bit. Because personally, I think it needed to be just slightly different. But there it is. All right. Now this is a good time to add your ribbon. So I'm going to use my double-sided tape. And I'm going to put a strip right up the middle here. And it's nice, it kind of helps hold it together as well. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's pretty good too. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. And now that you've seen how easy they are and how pretty they can be, and they make great gifts, I bet you're going to be making some of your own real soon. Bye-bye, everyone, and happy crafting.